Republican talking point of the day, President Obama is refusing to negotiate with the Republicans and he's putting our economy at risk. What's really going on here? So the latest talking point from the Republicans is that this whole thing is Obama's fault. He's simply unwilling to be reasonable. He's not willing to negotiate with the Republicans about getting our government back going. What's really going on here, folks? Let's not forget, what's happening in the United States government is completely unprecedented. There's never in the history of this country been a situation where one party said to a sitting president, you have to change some policy completely unrelated to whether the government stays open. Otherwise, we're going to destroy the government and we're not going to pass the debt ceiling. We're not going to raise the debt ceiling and destroy the United States credit. Now, they may ask for things and they may be talking about things at the same time, but they never said, there was never a time, for example, when Democrats went to President Reagan and said, you have to eliminate the Defense Department, otherwise we are going to force the United States into default. And I think Reagan would have laughed at that. It would have seen such an absurdity, and the American people would have laughed at that. And that's essentially what's going on here. Republicans are saying, here's this public policy that we advocated for 20 years, Obamacare, before it was called Obamacare. We created it, we tested it, we lobbied for it, we wanted it for 20 years. Once Obama endorsed it, we decided we hated it. It passed the House, it passed the Senate, the President signed it, the Supreme Court vetted it. But now we're saying to you, Mr. President, unless you destroy your single most popular policy, we're going to destroy the entire nation's credit. That's an absurdity. No president in the history of the country has ever had to do this. If everything is on the table for negotiation, then why don't we just have the Republicans negotiate when Obama will resign from office? If we're supposed to have the president negotiate everything, they could say, we want you to negotiate, or we want you to resign in 2 weeks, Mr. President. You want to stay another 3.5 years. All right, let's split the difference. You have to resign in a year. That's a negotiation. Is that really what people want? Folks, this is a smokescreen. This is a sham of a talking point. It's utter nonsense, and the media needs to do a better job of pointing that out.